Hi everybody. So today we're going to be doing a couple parts of a video because this was an extremely long build and I didn't think you wanted to sit there for an hour and watch me build one house. So this is a pretty big house. It's a house that I have made a whole story for because I got really invested in The Sims while I was making them. It's based on a blueprint that I will put in probably the thumbnail of this video. And it's just like a house that I liked, and I was like, that would be fun to make. So then I decided to make it. Then I decided to make a whole story for the people who live in it. So I'll tell it to you. So there's Marcus, who just recently got back from the army. He was deployed overseas. There's his husband Jude, who is a actor, but he hasn't quite had his career take off yet because he's been home with their kids, taking care of them by himself, while Marcus was deployed. So where we would pick up if we were to play this world is Marcus has just returned home to his husband and his 3 children, all of whom they adopted from LGBTQ plus group homes. So there's Eliza. She is a lesbian. She's a teenager. She's like pretty defensive, I think is a good word. She's kind of had a rough go, obviously being in a group home and being a lesbian in the foster system is not an easy thing, and she's got a lot of walls up, but they work at it, and they work with her, and they love her, and one day they'll really get through to her. I believe it. So then there are 2 children, and there's Caleb, who is gay, and he is very sweet and kind, and all he really wants is to just help people a lot, and he's quite the artist. And he's adorable. I love Caleb. um, and then we have another daughter, and she is transgendered. She was born a boy, but she's a girl. She and Marcus have a really close relationship. They get along really well. She wants to be just like him when she grows up, so she kind of dresses like him. I'll show you guys the Sims at the end. She kind of dresses like him and has like clothes that kind of match. Like, it's very cute. She's very cute. So yeah, those are our family. I feel like I want to like play this out. Maybe I'll do some sort of like let's play video if you want. If you want that, you should comment that, and we'll see. Because I think that would be fun, but I don't know. I'm not great at that. I think I'm better at the speed builds. So maybe we'll stick with that for now on. For now, I don't know. Let me know. So all we're doing here really is just I was following this blueprint of a house that I found. So it's pretty boring right now. So I was just trying to make sure everything was proportionally right according to the blueprint, and a lot of these little rooms right here in front of us are like utility rooms and closets and laundry rooms, all of which the Sims like don't use, especially because I don't have the laundry day pack. But I just thought that it looked nice because it filled out the space better. So there is a giant 3-car garage also on this blueprint that I left out because it was huge and it would have been empty and I didn't know what to do with it, so I just kind of took it off entirely. So yeah, this first part of the video is going to be the kitchen, living room, reading nook area, mostly. So right here, you can see that I'm just putting in like random cabinets to make sure that I had the right amount of space measured out, so that everything like fit proportionally based on the model, the blueprint, whatever that word is called. So yeah, that's all that's really happening here. We're just getting things like set up a little bit. None of that is going to stay that way. In here I'm going to stick a fireplace, make sure that that fits nice. Not definitely not keeping that fireplace, just the first one I grabbed. I think next we put doors in all the places that the doors are going to be. Not necessarily the doors we're going to keep, although I do think I keep most of them, but just doors so that I know where doorways have to go, because I have a tendency to forget to put doors in and then furnish a whole room thinking that there's nothing in the way, and then like later on I realize that there's no door to that room and like the Sims can't get in. So I try to put doors all in the places they need to go so that I don't make that mistake. Over here we're making a hallway narrow place area for stairs that I'm not going to add into the game actually, but they're for like stairways to an attic and a basement that I wanted there to be in case one day I decide to build an attic or a basement, and they were on the floor plan, so I put them in. And then here we're going to try to adjust these identical rooms so that the closets and the rooms are both of the same size, because as you can see, one closet is super tiny and one is not super tiny, and I don't appreciate that. I am a little bit OCD, and I like things to be even. Rooms, especially like that, where they like are right next to each other and they look like they have to be even, it just bothers me. So I'm going to fix that. And another thing is that this hallway was supposed to lead to like a slanted doorway, and I couldn't get it to work, and I think I do later on in the build, but it really frustrated me. Like I couldn't figure out how to do it. I think that later on I widen the hallway, and then there's more room, and I can make the slant. So yeah. Now we're going to raise the foundation up a little bit, because I feel like a house always looks a little more natural and true when they're not just flat on the ground, unless it's meant to look like that intentionally. And then we'll just go through and add some windows all around that will maybe be adjusted throughout the build, but they are for reference. Again, like the doors, like make sure that we have windows in the rooms, like that's important. So yeah, this house was giving me like a lot of different vibes as I was making it. I wasn't really sure which direction I wanted to go in. Did I want it to have like, a traditional home kind of feel? I think I ended up with like a traditional meets beachy kind of, light colors, light woods, teals, blues, lots of like airy feelings. I really thought that that suited them as a family, and I liked that. So these windows are all like the really light wood, and the doors are light wood. Oh, see right here, I'm making the hallway bigger so that there's more room to make the door slanted. Whew, sorry. So yeah, that's when I add the diagonal wall and the door in there, and then I just like felt better about it. Like I just felt like I achieved the mission of the floor plan. The floor plan said make the doorway slanted, and I was like, okay, finally. So yeah. let's see, what else do we here? Oh yeah, we're going to put lights all around so I can see better for furnishing and decorating, because I don't like to do that in the dark. That room in the end there is like, it stays empty because I don't know what it really was on the floor plan. Maybe like a spa of some sort, but I don't have spa day, and therefore there is no spa. And so it's just empty, which is kind of silly, but it's okay. It's what it is. So, now we're going to find a door for the front door. And I put a couple doors in before I decide which one I want. I always tend to go for like the big extravagant door, and then I try to ring myself in, and then usually I end up going back to the big extravagant door. But I think with this one build, I stuck to a pretty simple 2 doors, same color match, I hope, to the windows, and then a sliding glass door in the back to the back deck. Yeah. So, what are we gonna do next? I don't remember. Oh yeah, now we're gonna do the kitchen, which took forever. Let me tell you. I cut so much of this speed build out of this kitchen, and it's still so long. Oh my god. I just could not decide what I wanted it to look like. Like, for a while we go with these blue, and don't get attached to them because I do change them again later, because I just didn't like any of them. I need more cabinets in The Sims 4. I need more choices, more cabinets, more countertops, more shelves. I am demanding. I'm a demanding customer. And I'm broke, so I don't even have all the packs. So yeah. Here I was at first going for like a light, sort of beachy, airy vibe. And I liked it enough that I left it for like the majority of this build until near the end of this part when I decided that I didn't like it anymore because I'm bipolar about things like this. In the blueprint, the island was bent at an angle, like it kind of curved around but not rounded, like it had like 3 angles, or 3 sides, I'm sorry, and The Sims doesn't like to cooperate with me, and it wouldn't work. So we try a lot of different methods for this island, and eventually I settle on like one a little later on that's like sort of cheating, but it's okay. It's fine. It's the build. Um, I apologize if my audio got worse. My headphones died, and it's 1:30 in the morning, and I don't want to go charge them, but I want to finish this. So this is it now. um, so yeah, in general, we keep this shape, and then later on, I'm gonna add like an angle to it that makes it like not a 90-degree angle there, so you can like wash dishes um, more comfortably. I don't actually know if this sink is playable because I didn't get to play test it yet, but it looks good, and that's really all that matters. So I was reading like this forum thing that was teaching how to make this sort of sink, and it said to use the back of a mirror with the move objects cheat on, but all the mirrors that I had didn't match the cabinets well enough, and it really bothered me that the swatches didn't match. So what I eventually did was took another cabinet and turned it backwards, and it's a little bit glitchy, but I think it's better, at least it's better to me, than the mirror that doesn't match because it doesn't have the right lines and it's not the right texture, and I don't know, it just bothered me. here we're considering changing the countertops, and then I went back to the ones we had because I didn't like any of the other ones either. So it just was really frustrating. See, yeah, I feel like that looks better. It's a little bit glitchy when you turn, but it's okay. You know, it is what it is. I'm not stressing about it too much. If they can't use it, they'll go to the bathroom and use the sink. So yeah, we put some stools around the island so that the kids can sit and chat with their dads while they're cooking dinner. Um, Maybe do some homework at the island. I don't know. I thought it was cute. Then we're gonna go through and put the top cabinets in over here. Um, this is maybe when I changed the color of them because I just wasn't feeling it. Let's see. Does this want to do it? Maybe not. Or maybe I'll just put in walling right now. I love to do like an exposed brick in my kitchens, in my builds. But I just didn't think it was really working with the vibe of the house. So I went back to like tiles and stones, I think, and we stuck with some tiling for the backsplash of this kitchen. I thought that it looked really nice, really kind of classic. But we did go with this bigger tile with for a more modern kind of look aesthetic. And then we're putting a range hood in above the oven that like covers it, and I don't like that one, so we switch it to a simpler one that hides right up in the cabinet, and I love when they fit together like that. It makes me very happy. So we have our microwave, we have our espresso machine, gotta have the dishwasher. You know, I like giving my Sims appliances that make their lives a little more interesting. Then we turn the grid off because I don't like to look at the flooring with grid. So we turned that off, and I tried to decide which flooring I wanted. I really liked the light wood, but I felt like it just didn't go with the kitchen cabinets, which is funny because I changed those later on anyway. But we do end up with this white wood, which I really enjoy. It's from Cats and Dogs. I really love it. I think it's so cute, and it works so well with so many different kinds of houses. Like, you can use it in all different kinds of builds. So that's really nice. This little corner here is going to be like a homework nook for the kids to relax and read and, you know, be around the family, but still be able to like just sit back and read a book or do their homework at the little desk that's over here without being closed off from the rest of the family. So yeah, we just get a little desk in here for them to do homework at, and we keep it with a light wood. I like that in this build. It's nice. Um, and then we put in, like, I know it's a kitchen cabinet cupboard thing, but I thought it looked okay in that little spot. Because we are going to have a study that does have a bookshelf in it, and I just did, you know, how many bookshelves can you have in one house? And I feel like I use bookshelves a lot to fill spaces, so I was just trying something different. This wallpaper color I really, really liked, and I thought it looked really nice with the beachy kind of vibe, but it kept with the, like, traditional vibe with the molding. Over here in the dining room, I tried to put in some sort of feature wall, but nothing looked good, so I just went with the regular color for the rest of the space. That closed off room is going to be the study, but that's for another part. Now we finally get around to changing the cabinets to white, because I finally decided that of the choices, I guess that was the best one. Still not my favorite. I don't really like the dark wood with it on top of the cabinets and on the inside of the island, but I just wasn't feeling the blue. It clashed with the walls, and I really, really enjoy the color of the walls. So we moved on from the blue cabinets. Now we're just getting a rug for the sink because I like to put rugs by my Sims kitchen sinks because people stand there for a long time washing dishes, and I think it's nice to have a rug under your feet while you're washing dishes so you're not as uncomfortable. So now we're going to do the living room, and I picked this fireplace because I think it is beautiful and I love the size of it, and I just like the bright white framing around it. I think it's just a really nice fireplace. And I love these couches, but I try to get two of them in, and it looks so stupid. So just when you see that, ignore it for however long it's there. I do fix it. I do take it away. I really like these little ottoman feet cushion, whatever they are, things. I love how they match. I do love when my couches and all the furniture in my living room match with each other. I think it looks really put together, and like I just appreciate it. So, yeah, I don't think we keep that chair either. That love seat either. I think we get rid of that and put some chairs in instead. I love that coffee table from Get Together. It's got like plants in it. I think it's beautiful. And it works well in a lot of builds. I use it in a lot of my builds. So yeah, we put these chairs in instead. And I like this living room. It's got like a nice mix of like the colors are very beachy, but the styling of the furniture is kind of classic. So I don't know, I think it's like a nice mix of Marcus and Jude's styles mushed together, and I think it's nice. So here we're going to be putting a TV up on top of the fireplace with the move objects cheat on and holding the 9 key so that it slides right up there in front of the mirror. I feel like that looks so good up there. I think I saw that. Where did I see that? I don't know. Maybe another YouTuber I was watching did that. It was a really great idea. I can't remember. So now we're just gonna put some like clutter in the kitchen because I feel like bare countertops like that are so unrealistic. Like if you have 5 Sims, 5 people in this house, there is gonna be stuff all over the countertops. There just is. There's just no way. But on the other hand, they're very clean. They're not like messy people. So there's not going to be like stuff everywhere, but there is going to be lived in things around. Like that little side table there. Ugh, I'm really tired. That little side table there is nice for them to be able to just throw something down, their keys, their whatever if they need to. I'm talking about them like they're people, not Sims, but it's fine. So that's pretty much it for this part. We just talked to the living spaces. In the next part, we'll do some bedrooms and the study, I think. Maybe some outside stuff. So I hope you guys liked it. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Come back for the next one. Bye!